with the Washington football team. And this will be a touchback as that's... They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready. Block 40. I'm here all day. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch out, watch out. 97.
To throw, it's Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the run, watch the run. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. 22 middle. Eat old blue.
Throwing is Lance on third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Pushes him over. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Second and 4. Here's Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Tarvarius Moore. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Shotgun now for Brady. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Lance eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
On 2nd and 7, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Brady, and His pass incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady going to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Now Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there for the Niners. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Brady. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20. Check. Hey, 56. Regular. Shoot.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. To throw is Brady. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A big play there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Brady now on 1st down. Rolling to his right. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
From his end zone, it's Brady on 3rd and long. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Get that ball. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
On first down, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's second and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Lance now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And a quick throw here that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Tarvarius Moore picks up his second sack of the afternoon. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Collier. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd down. Collier. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on 1st down. Collier. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Collier, room to run past midfield. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel. And Washington has retaken the lead. Slide for the PAT.
Washington 21, 49ers 17.
What the business is, man.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No, I'm not even playing. Once I seen Tyson send me that message.
Returnable here for Davis.
When I signed him, I already was thinking.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
No, I know. I was just playing.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Past the 20. Touchdown for the Niners. Brandon Ayuk. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Out. Next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Collier hitting Samuel on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Collier, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Collier steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Operating from the gun, Collier. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
One of these leagues I was in.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd down, Collier. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Collier under pressure. They got him again. Tervarius Moore able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
He hit me a while. He hit me a while back. Man.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 13. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Collier. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Collier. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his off.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number. Is
For a linebacker, I know it's total